Welcome to the Heavy Spoilers Show. I'm your host Definition, aka your friendly neighbourhood spoiler man, and this video we're breaking down all the confirmed and rumoured Marvel characters coming to the MCU. Throughout this video we'll be discussing the X-Men, Fantastic Four, Doctor Doom and a lot more. As we are going over some leaks and surprises, there may be some spoilers here, so if you don't want anything ruined then I highly recommend that you turn off now. We are discussing some of the rumoured reveals in Black Widow and the Disney Plus shows, so this is your last chance to back out if you don't want to know anything. If you're still here, then make sure you subscribe to the channel and please drop a thumbs up as it massively helps us out. With that out of the way, thank you for clicking this. Now let's get into our breakdown of every Marvel character coming to the MCU for Phase 4 and 5. Okay, so the first film that's kickstarting Phase 4 is Black Widow. Though this is set straight after Civil War, it still contains a lot of brand new characters that we haven't seen before. The movie reportedly centers around the Red Room, a training facility that Natasha herself went through that specializes in female assassins. We will be getting introduced to Natasha's allies, including Yelena Belova, played by Florence Pugh, Red Guardian, played by David Harbour, and Melina Vostokoff, played by Rachel Weisz. It's rumoured that Belova will be taking the position of Widow in the Avengers since her death in Endgame, and that she will be a big focus in the movie. Red Guardian is a Russian Captain America that didn't quite receive the same sort of acclaim that his counterpart did, and apparently Vostokoff is a former Black Widow who ends up betraying the group in order to secure the Red Room. She is the big bad that will be in control of Taskmaster, who is rumoured to be played by Oti Fagbenle, who is also playing Rick Mason, a former ally of S.H.I.E.L.D. that was once romantically connected to Natasha. According to a 4chan leak, we will see firsthand the characters that Taskmaster has studied, and these include the Hulk, Ant-Man, Black Widow, Hawkeye, Steve Rogers and more. However, it also states that there will be a list that mentions characters we haven't seen before, such as James Howlett, aka Wolverine, Wade Wilson, aka Deadpool, Moon Knight and Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider did appear in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but it has been said that he will be dropping into the MCU movies as his own character, though we don't know whether this will be a recast or not. Ray Winston is also playing Dreykov, the head of the Red Room that is rumoured to be the father of Natasha and the man that started the project. Up next is the Eternals, and these characters are all people that we haven't seen before in the MCU at all. In the MCU, the Eternals are going to be an immortal alien race that were created by the Celestials, and they've lived secretly on Earth for 7,000 years. They initially disbanded, but are reuniting to protect humanity from their evil counterparts known as the Deviants, which are the same race that Thanos stems from. As for the lineup, we have Richard Madden as the most powerful Eternal, Gemma Chan as Cersei, who falls in love with Dane Whitman, aka Black Knight, played by Kit Harington. They're said to be the main focus, but alongside them is Kumail Nanjiani as Kingo, a cosmic-powered Eternal that becomes a Bollywood star to blend in. Lauren Ridloff is Makari, a speedster that's also deaf. There's also Brian Tyree Henry, who is playing Phastos, and he will be the first gay superhero in the MCU. Salma Hayek is Ajak, the leader of the group, though if you know the comics, this will likely change. Leah McHugh is an eternally young member known as Sprite. Don Lee is a powerful Eternal known as Gilgamesh, Barry Keoghan is Druig, and lastly is Angelina Jolie as Thena, who is a brave and fierce warrior. We don't know the ins and outs of the plot yet due to there currently being no trailer, but it is rumoured that we will be seeing a young Thanos in flashback. The next film to be released is Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. As I'm sure you can guess, this will be introducing Shang-Chi, who is a skilled martial artist that has been tasked with taking down the Mandarin. Simu Lee is heading up the role as the titular character, and Tony Leung is playing his opposite. We've already seen the Mandarin in the MCU, however it is said that this film will reveal the real Mandarin, a gangster that's angered over how his name was taken and repurposed by Aldrich Killian, and of course, the lovable Trevor. Now, there are rumours that this movie will actually connect to Endgame, namely the Hawkeye scene in which we see him taking down the Yakuza. According to leaks, the Mandarin rose to power after the snap happened, and this was actually his gang that was slaughtered. He wishes to now get revenge, and Shang-Chi has to stop him. The Mandarin may also turn out to be Shang-Chi's father, but that's a rumour and we'll have to see how it plays out. Now, there's been a sort of reshuffling, and we don't know for definite whether this will be the case due to delays, but up next is apparently Spider-Man 3. The film will reportedly feature the debut of Scorpion, And though we have seen his alter ego in Homecoming, it's been teased by Michael Mando himself that we will be getting his more, let's say, colourful side. According to leaks on Morbius, the scene in which the titular character bumps into Adrian Toomes, he asks him to join the team that he's setting up, and this is of course the Sinister Six. The Six will make their grand entrance in Spider-Man 3, and this could feature a lineup of Vulture, Scorpion, Carnage, Kraven the Hunter, possibly Venom, and even more. Now there's a lot of theories and not much confirmed, but it is possible that Norman Osborn could be making his debut too. It was said that the character was due to appear at the end of Far From Home, and even visual effects artists said that they'd worked on the scene, but this, as of yet, is unsubstantiated. With Tom Holland signing on to do 6 more MCU movies, there are a lot of directions that they can take the character, and I definitely hope that we see the Osborns popping up in some form or another. Up next is Thor Love and Thunder, which will be the 4th solo film for the character. We know that Christian Bale will be featuring in the film as its main villain, yet as of now, we have no idea who this is. Other notable things in the movie are that Jane Foster will be taking up the mantle of Thor, and Korg will be dropping by, as well as the Guardians of the Galaxy. Beta Ray Bill is rumoured to debut in this too, and it may see the appearance of the Asgardians of the Galaxy. And finally, in the Phase 4 movie lineup that we know for definite is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. This has had a reshuffle with a change of directors, and it will reportedly feature the villain Nightmare and link into WandaVision, which we'll talk about in just a bit. According to the wiki on the movie, Wanda will be the person that sets off the Multiverse of Madness, and the film will also tie directly into Loki. As for the Disney Plus shows, The Falcon and Winter Soldier is set to debut US Agent, who will be a government-appointed version of Captain America. WandaVision is debuting Wiccan and Speed, the twin children of the pair that both have amazing abilities. Lastly is Loki, which will feature the introduction of the TVA, aka the Time Variance Authority. The TVA are basically an agency that stops timelines and universes from spiraling out of control, and they lock Loki up in order to stop the version we saw in Endgame running amok. It's also rumoured that we'll get the introduction of Nathaniel Richards, aka Kang the Conqueror, but who will play him is unknown as of now. I don't know if it'll be Owen Wilson, but yeah, either way, Kang is amazing and it's going to be interesting to see. Now before we get into the Phase 5 announcements, I just want to let you know we're giving away a free copy of the MCU Infinity Saga box set to one random subscriber. All you have to do to be in with a chance of winning is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave your thoughts on the characters in the comment section below. The winner's going to be chosen at random on the 15th of July, and the set will be shipped out from then to whoever gets the prize, so best of luck to everyone who takes part. Okay, now up next are the characters that we've had confirmed will either be introduced in Phase 4 before getting their own films in Phase 5, or ones that we've heard rumoured to be debuting. We do know that Mahershala Ali will be playing Blade, and this was announced last year at Comic Con to rapturous applause. Black Panther 2 is also currently in production, and it is said that Namor the Submariner will be featuring in the film as one of the main villains before he becomes an anti-hero. There was lip service paid to an underwater earthquake in Endgame, and it is rumoured that this will be the event that brings Namor into the MCU after Atlantis goes to war with Wakanda. As for the antagonist, according to Charles Murphy, this will be Doctor Doom, who has risen to power in between the 5-year time jump in Endgame. According to the site, Victor Von Doom will be expanding his empire, conquering parts of Africa, and ultimately come into conflict with the nation of Wakanda and the Black Panther. Doom is one of my favourite MCU villains, and I definitely think that they can do a hell of a lot with him. In my opinion, Thanos wasn't that complex of a character in the comics, but they did some incredible things with him in Infinity War, and I'm sure they could match that with a movie centered around Doom. Now at the aforementioned Comic Con, Kevin Feige did announce that the X-Men and Fantastic Four were indeed coming to the MCU. This opens up a lot of avenues and possibilities for the future. Now we did recently hear that John Krasinski and Emily Blunt had both been in talks with Marvel, though they did not say what role this was for. However, you don't need to be Reed Richards to figure out that it was probably, well, Reed Richards and Sue Storm. They of course could go head to head with Doom, and I would love to see them facing off against their classic villain. As for the X-Men, in recent behind the scenes photos of Falcon and Winter Soldier, we can see a flag for Madripoor, which is a key location in the franchise. This is teasing their arrival, though we don't know how they will be brought across just yet. Now, I have a fan theory that we've already seen one member of the X-Men in the universe, and that is Mystique, the shapeshifter, who I think will have been blending in as a character this entire time. It would completely pull the rug out from under everyone's feet, and no, this is just a fan theory, it's something I'd absolutely love to see, as it would come as a huge surprise. Other characters we know for definite are Ms. Marvel, She-Hulk and Moon Knight, all of which were confirmed at Comic-Con by Kevin Feige. It's also been teased that Nova will be joining due to an Easter egg in Far From Home, and it seems like the company are lining up a lot of Disney Plus shows and films alongside one another, so we've got a constant supply of content to keep us going. I just hope this stuff isn't delayed anymore, as yeah, there's a lot of things going on in the world, but we know these things are coming eventually, and it really feels like Marvel are going to have a second win soon, with so many of their big names now being part of the universe. Obviously, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the characters and which ones you want to see the most. Comment below and let me know, and if you enjoyed this video then please drop a thumbs up, and make sure you check out our breakdown of the latest episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is going to be linked at the end. If you want to support the channel from as little as 99 cents a month, then please click the join button below. We massively appreciate it, and as a thank you get access to content early. If you want to come chat to us after the show, either follow us at Heavy Spoilers or click the Discord link in the description below. Those are the best ways to keep up to date with the channel, and hopefully we see you over there very soon, but if not, have a lovely week and take care of yourself. Much love.